Hello everybody, welcome to Time Hubli Dharwad's Achievers Edition, a mini podcast series launched exclusively by Time Hubli Dharwad, one of its own first kind. Here we welcome our achievers, wherein we give them a space to talk about their preparation, how they fought against all odds and achieved some amazing ranks, and then they're going to talk a lot about their mindset. So today, I'm going to bring out one of the achievers amongst you. I'm sure you might have known her, especially from your friend circles. Wherein we are going to talk about her preparation, and she was one of the candidates who was extremely consistent to the classes in spite of having so many challenges with the projects and colleges going. And not only she was consistent to the classes, her process and the progress also manifested into some amazing results. So today we have Misbah with us. Misbah, could you please join us?
Hi, this is Misbah Sheikh. Thank you for having me here.
So Misbah, so tell me, how do you feel today?
Uh, I don't know. I feel a lot of feeling, but I also am very proud that I'm standing here in front of you to give this little mini podcast, which can also inspire a lot of students out there. So yeah, thank you for having me here.
So how did it all start, Misbah? Like the whole ordeal of getting into MBA, what was the thought behind that?
Okay, so the thing is here when there was a COVID, I started my small business. Okay, because I took a year leave, and I used to do the small business through Instagram,
Okay,
and that is how I had a little
interesting.
bit of idea of business and everything. But still, I was interested in computers,
Okay,
so I thought, why not do BCA, have technical knowledge, and then think of doing MBA in future if it is possible or if my interest is still there.
okay.
So that is how I completed my BCA, have the technical knowledge, and then I thought, let's dive into business. And then I see a lot of new fields like digital marketing, business analytics that are going on, that are growing in this field. So that was how I decided for doing of MBA.
That's quite an interesting statement because I would have never even thought that she would actually think of doing MBA through doing a business. I mean, that's quite an interesting story in itself. So how did you get to know about time and then joining MBA here?
My sister has done her training from Time Institute Hubli,
Okay,
and she has scored really well. So that is why I thought, like, if she can do it, then if I can also do it because of the training and all the things that was there in the Time Institute. So that is how I got the idea. Not just that, when I came there, when I spoke to Kiran sir, he also motivated me and supported me and told me that I will be able to do it. And he
mm-hmm.
told me one thing, that keep the top college as your goal. If you keep that, then there is no stopping you.
Yeah.
And I had almost like 3 months of time to do it. So I thought, like, I first thought that maybe it is short period of time. Then he gave me the confidence that I'll be able to do it, and that
Amazing.
is how I
That's
enrolled
amazing.
for
That's
the
amazing.
classes.
Kudos to Kiran sir.
Yes,
Wonderful. I know he's a great at counseling.
absolutely.
He does give such amazing clarity to anybody who walks in. But that's again quite an interesting story behind that. That your sister also has done MBA and she's taken the training from us. And which college she has gotten into?
She's got into PS University.
Amazing. So to all the people out there, PS is the top universities among all the MBA colleges. So I think great influence, I would rather say. Yeah. So I think by the time you joined, I believe that you would often come to the classes in your college uniform. So I figured out that most of you guys would finish up your colleges. And to give our viewers an understanding of what I was meaning is, so this year PGCT examination was announced somewhere right in the middle of their summit examinations.
Yes.
So quite often it happens that many of candidates and aspirants walk into our institutes and they kind of want to enroll at the last moment. And what is your opinion on the preparation and the training? What you would recommend? Is it healthy to actually prepare in the last moment, or how did you prepare in that
The
such
thing
case?
was, I had the plans of doing honors, which I dropped at the last moment, so I did not have like, a lot of time.
Okay.
I had only the 3 months of time because I was the last semester, and I immediately enrolled because I knew I did not have a lot of time. But I would recommend start as soon as possible, like almost like a year's plan, take a year's plan and then do it, because when you go in the last moment for the preparation, it gets really hectic because you have the project work, you have the lab, too many things to do in the college,
Yeah.
and everything, it gets very hectic, plus the classes. You have to dedicate a lot of time for your coaching as well, because that is where your future lies, right? Not just your 6 semester marks
Yeah.
matters, because if you want a good university, then you have to score at least in hundreds. So that is like a must to prepare. At least from a year, you can start preparing.
Yeah, so it would be really ideal if you start preparing from a year, but I think even if you start probably 3 4 months before also, I think you can still get ahead. I mean, in your ranking, and I believe that even you had joined like 3 4 months prior
Yes.
to the PGCT examination. And one of the interesting stories is that most of the guys from her batches also would come to the institute. They would come finish their colleges and they would come to the classes, and also as we progressed, as we came near to the PGCT, even the classes of the training program increased. So how did you manage out on balancing your semester, your projects, and then also not hampering your PGCT preparation as well?
Okay, so initially it was not that hectic because we did not have too much to do. Plus, I used to attend only one batch of the Time Institute, so it did not get that hectic. But as soon as like a month passed or 1.5 month passed, I realized it was getting weird, very very hectic with all my projects and everything. So I made up my mind: if I have to do it, I have to do it. There is no going back from here.
Amazing.
Yes, I did have a lot of breakdowns as well because that is like very normal. But then I also got support from all the faculties, from the Time Institute, from my college faculties, and everyone that stood by me throughout the process. They gave me so much hope and strength. So what I used to do is I used to attend morning batch from 7 to 9. Come in the uniform, go to college, attend the college from 10 to 2:30, then come back to Time Institute at around 3:30 and till 6, then go back home, take a little bit of rest, and then do my project work for around like hour or two, and then I used to dedicate 1.5 hour strictly for only solving questions. Like I used to
Amazing.
set the timer and then solve all the questions that are given in the class plus the material questions that were given. So this was the process initially. So
Okay.
as and when time passed, I also start solving the previous year question papers
Okay.
with the time. Also, the Time Institute used to conduct mock exams, right?
Every
Which helped
Sunday, if I'm
every
not wrong, every
Sunday.
Sunday we used to have mock examinations.
Yes,
Yeah.
which helped to a great extent because if you solve that paper, I'm certain that you'll be able to crack the exam with really good marks.
Amazing, amazing. There are a few things that you mentioned that during her preparation she had a lot going on. She had breakdowns as well, but it's very important, and I think I would like to highlight that the fact that she kept on going, right? So a lot of times it so happens as that in our preparation, especially for any competitive examination, an examination like an MBA as such, which looks very easy on the eye, but when you actually get into that, one actually knows how tricky it can get, is to actually keep the momentum going on. And I think I like how she put it up, saying that in spite of like early morning she would attend classes, then go to the college and perhaps come back and again attend classes and come back and take some rest, and most importantly she dedicated some extra time at her home solving whatever was taught in the classes. So I think that is one of the important aspects of a achiever versus somebody who wants to do good, right? So that these are the few nuances that people miss out on. And having said that, I would like to come back on the classroom training. How did you feel the classroom training? Because I do believe that because I was also one of the trainers, and I would believe that she would actually sit in the front rows, and she would consistently come to the classes. So, and I think there were also projects going on with you. So, how was the classroom training experience for you, and how did you feel about it?
I would say that was a great experience because when I joined, I had literally no knowledge. If I have come to a certain level, it is because of the training, absolutely because of the training, because of how you guys have taught us, the dedication
Yeah.
and everything that you guys have shown us, a hope of ray that we needed, a guidance, a support, the push that we really, really needed when when we used to doubt ourselves that if we'll be able to do it or not. So yeah, it was like very good experience that I had in Time Institute.
And what about the materials and the content you also got? What is
Yes,
your opinion on
of
that?
course, because the material, as much as you solve the questions, you will be able to solve the paper in the better way because you get the idea of how the
Yeah.
exams will be conducted. Okay, so the material has a level higher than what PGCT is required. So it's I would really suggest you to solve as many questions as possible because of course it will lead you to some place that is really required. So yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. So whatever we was taught in the class, she made that she used the material and the content, and she made sure that she followed it on an everyday practice. I mean, it kind of became a religious practice as such. So having said that, she's recently gotten into one of the top colleges. Can you name the college which you have gotten into?
I have got into BMS College of Engineering.
All right, lovely. So you have taken which particular stream in that?
Business Analytics.
Business analytics. So why business analytics out of many different options here you've got?
Yeah. Like I said, I did my BCA, right? So I want the technical skills as well as the management skills. I want to use the technical skills in the business to enhance the business and solve the real world problems that are there in the business. Because in BCA you go through like data management, databases, and Python, SQL that are really required on for the businesses because businesses heavily rely on the data, right?
Yeah.
So there is a gap between the business teams and the technical teams. So business analytics are the one that bridge the gap between these two. So that is how I plan for the business analytics.
There you go, guys. Already an MBA aspirant. I think probably she's probably an MBA product as well because it's not so unique, or it's not so everyday thing that you would see somebody with already having so much knowledge about what they really want to do. So kudos to her having such clarity of what she wants to choose and what she wants to do about it. So having said that, we wish her all the best. And as she has taken her time to come, and if you feel inspired by this, and also one thing that I would like to add on is besides the fact that she comes from a BCA background, right? And she could have gone for MCA as well as MBA. So the people coming from BCA background, you have dual advantage actually. So which perhaps not other streams might actually get. But having said that, still she had the ability to convert into top rank. So we wish not only her all the best, but congratulations, Misbah.
Thank
We
you so
really,
much,
really
sir.
wish, right? I know she's ecstatic, and just like her, I believe that there are many of you who are looking for an opportunity. And if you are somebody who wants to have awareness about MBA examinations, the pattern, I would like you to just come down to our offices. The numbers and the details have been given below, right? It's very important that uh, there's to create, and it's very important that you know about what is going on in the present market, and it's very important to know the current trend as well, and also the different streams of MBA as well. So come down to our institute. We're definitely looking forward for many more achievers. We do have many more achievers lined up for our mini podcast series. So I hope that this has inspired you, the little pep talk. So if there are any final words that Ms. Bai would like to share with the people who would love to enroll and perhaps are already in the preparation, and if they're facing a little difficulty or perhaps in the dilemma of what exactly they should be doing, so what would you say from your experience?
See, I would like to say that do not give up, no matter how difficult it might seem. It will be worth it. Your time, your dedication that you're going to give in the last 6 semester or last 6 months of your college life will definitely bring out a lot of fruitful thing that you are looking forward to, and it will of course get hectic, or I mean say you might feel like this is not going to work out, but I'll say that keep going, work hard, dedicate your time, have disciplined lifestyle, and there you go, you'll be able to crack the exam.
Amazing. Thank you, Misbah, for being here. I mean, we are so glad that we have you, and I hope that you continue to inspire many, many people across. Thank you for your time. So that's it from us, that today's edition, guys. So we had Misbah from Time Hubli. So I'm looking forward for many more of you across Time Hubli Dharwad. So I'm Kiran Bedre, your host, and I'll see you soon with the next Achievers Talk. Until then, see you.